Okay, hello guys, welcome to the first part of World of Warcraft guide. So today I'm going to be doing the first episode, which is creating the character. Now creating the character is a very important thing, because once you create your character you cannot go back until creating a new one, which means you have to do everything you did. I'm going to start from the Alliance and go right the way through the Horde, missing these two ones here because I haven't got the Cataclysm. I'm very sorry for that. If you have the Cataclysm, then search on YouTube Cataclysm character creation, and then you can get more info there, but this is only for Burning Crusade and below. So I'm going to go on to the male, because the males look a bit cooler on the humans. So here we have the human. Now I'm going to start with the warrior. The warrior is a very good class if you are a tank, which means going into raids with heavy armor, mail plate and the shields. Here you start off with the first weapon, which is just a normal sword, normal armor and everything. Same with the paladin. This time he's got a mace made out of wood, not very strong, stronger than the sword though. Right, so next one is now the hunter. Now this was updated. Never used to have the hunter. I don't think he looks quite right having a hunter for the human. I mean, they should, yeah, don't get me wrong, they should, but it shouldn't be allowed, because it just doesn't fit the actual class. Okay, so the next one is the rogue. The rogue is very, very sly. You can turn invisible and do what he just did then and backstab them. That is very good for sneaking up on opponents, especially high levels, because you can knock them out and then destroy them by doing your Wrath of Power. Okay, so the priest. Now the priest is a very weak guy. He is more of a healer than he's a healer and a defender really than an attacker. It's like a mage but can heal. The mage though, he or she is very powerful, because the mage has some differences on her. You can have the water element, not very good, but can save your life sometimes. And they have a lot of different things, like they can blast stuff out from the bottoms and freezes enemies to the floor, which gives them a chance to run away. Yet they can't heal themselves, so that is the good thing for the priest. Okay, the warlock. The warlock, amazing. Okay, you start off with a minion. The minion is very powerful, and not only that, is they have dark magic. So very, very powerful. So if you're gonna, I think if you're gonna have a warrior, human, you either want to have a paladin, rogue, mage, warlock. I don't mind priests, but they're not my type. Okay, so we're moving down now to the dwarfs. Okay, so the dwarfs, these are very similar, but this time they have the shaman. Now the shaman, it's kind of hard to explain. They have magical powers and the shield, but they're more of a shapeshifter kind of thing. Like, say you're in water, you can shapeshift into a seal, or if you're on land and you want to go further, you can turn into a cheetah and stuff like that, or a leopard, and you can even turn into a flying mount once you're a high enough level. I think that's past 50, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, so that's the same as all the others. This here is the Dark Knight, but a Death Knight, by the way. This, you have to have Wrath of the Lich King, which I do not have, and it requires a character, any character, around about a level 55 and onwards. So yeah, basically, and the Druid, that will be coming up soon, very soon. Okay, so then we're going to go on to the Night Elf. Now the Night Elf, they have very limited classes. Now they don't have the Paladin, they don't have the Shaman, and they don't have the Warlock, but they do have the Druid. Now the Druid, okay, sorry. I'm going to revert back to the Shaman. Okay, so I'm going to revert back to the Shaman because I made a mistake. The Shaman uses the power, basically, is more of a... I don't know how to explain a Shaman, really. There you go. Right, a Shaman. Right, if you know what Shaman is, then comment in the comment selection below. Much easier, okay? Thank you very much. I'm so sorry for that mistake. I'm going to go back onto the Night Elf because I'm a bit embarrassed. Okay, so the Druid is what I said the Shaman is. You can shapeshift into all sorts of animals and so on, but you do miss out on a lot of stuff. Oh, and you can heal as well, but that is very limited as well. You'll find out further up into the game, because so we're going to go on to the gnome now, or the gnome, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, so the gnome, they have very limited powers. Yes, they have the warrior, the rogue, the priest, the mage, and the warlock, but they do not have the paladin, the hunter, the shaman, and the warlock, and the druid. But they also do have the Death Knight. Remember, I do not have Death Knight enabled, and you have to be level 55 to enable that. Okay, so we're going to go on to this, I can't pronounce it. Yeah, sorry, I really cannot pronounce this. It's just the way I was made to play my mother. Okay, so now this is a completely different story. Okay, so now you have the warrior, the paladin, the hunter, the priest, the shaman, the mage. You do not have the rogue, which, by the way, was on every single class that we looked on. No rogue. Surprising. And yeah, so that's basically the same. Okay, so we're going to go on to the horde now. The horde, they are the same as the other ones. No need to go through the actual characters really, because they are all the same as this, just once again different things. So yeah, I think we should move forward onto it now and explain how this works. Having a human is really easy. I would say if you're going to make a human class, any class to make, it's very good, because the human when you start off is really easy level. See, the next video that's coming up will be teaching you how to level to 1 to 5 within about 3 minutes. That's literally how long it takes, and even it could take you around about 1 minute to level from 1 to 3 to 1 to 5 using my method of how I do. And 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay, so it's not very long. So make sure you subscribe to get all the latest updates. And by the way, if you're into World of Warcraft modding, then my friend has just created the 1.4.0 patch for WoW Quick Mod. Go check the channel, the video out in my video section above. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Luke. Pleasure teaching you. Goodbye.